I really want to read this letter into the record, and I have permission from a constituent who has been following the slippery slope of this Liberal government's extension of MAiD. Dear Michelle, my name is Kayla. I'm going to be sending this letter to several MPs, but as you are my MP, I thought I should send this to you first. I'm very troubled by something that is going to be happening very soon in this country, and I hope you will listen to what I have to say. Overall, I'm a very healthy individual. I have a mental health condition, but it is my sole medical condition. However, I was mortified to discover last month that MAiD, medical assistance in dying, will be available for people whose sole health condition is a mental health condition as of March 17, 2023. Now, we have since voted in this House, and that has been extended to 1 year from March 17th, so March 17th, 2024. However, this is still in place, and this letter is still very pertinent. She goes on to say, persons who suffer from mental health conditions suffer horribly. I know that. I have suffered with mine for nearly 12 years. Perhaps the most appalling things of all are that the law no longer requires a person's natural death to be reasonably foreseeable as an eligibility criterion for MAiD, Government of Canada, 2021. And there is no obligation for a person or their healthcare practitioners to inform family members that if that person has requested or received MAiD, CAMH 2022. I think you see this for what it is. I will be eligible to end my own life on the basis that I have an incurable mental illness. Let me give you a bit more background. I have 2 university degrees in biology and environmental science. I have a job that I love and I have held since a little while after I graduated. I have never failed to pay taxes, nor have I ever extended leave or gone on EI due to my mental illness, no matter how hard it gets. I have a family and friends that I love dearly, and they love me too. And yet now my own government has deemed my life not worthy living. This isn't just unfair, this is monstrous. But it gets worse. What about those people who are in the same boat that I am medically, but are much, much worse off? They cannot pay their taxes because they cannot work. They have a substance addiction. They are veterans with PTSD. They are homeless because they cannot seem to fight off their demons. These are some of the most vulnerable people in our society, to say nothing of the mature minors, whatever on earth that means, that will be able to access MAiD in the future if this doesn't stop. Make no mistake, this thing that we dress up with the nice name MAiD is euthanasia of our most vulnerable people because they cannot contribute to society like others can. The fact that the government would offer to get them out of the way, in this way, just because the systems that the government put in place are failing them in an unspeakable evil. And she put in brackets, convince them that they should die. These are her words. I hope, Michelle, that you will do everything in your power as an MP, as I will do everything in my power as a citizen to abolish this law. I understand the federal government is seeking to push back the timing, which they did, as I said, likely because it has received so much criticism. I understand that it likely wasn't you that made any of the decisions for this law to go ahead, but I also understand that you are in more of a position to do something than many people are. I hope you will respond after reading this letter. Sincerely, Kayla. And I did respond to Kayla, and we had a very powerful conversation, and she gave me permission to share this letter. And I think one letter like this is enough reasonable doubt that you need to take this private member's bill seriously.